I want to start this journey with a powerful truth. Everything you desire, everything you've ever dreamed of, is already waiting for you. It's not that the universe is withholding it from you. It's not that you're not good enough or that you're somehow unworthy of it. It's that you're blocking it. You're holding it back without even realizing it. And here's the kicker: the things we do to block our manifestations almost always feel like the right things to do at the time. We think we're being responsible, careful, or wise, but in truth, we're sabotaging ourselves. Let's explore this deeply. Have you ever wondered why, no matter how hard you try, you can't seem to get the breakthrough you're looking for? Maybe you've been visualizing, meditating, saying affirmations, and following every manifestation ritual you've ever heard of, and yet nothing. It's frustrating, isn't it? But let me ask you a deeper question. Are you truly aligned with what you desire, or are you unknowingly resisting it?
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lessons.
Let me tell you a story. Imagine a river. This river is flowing effortlessly toward a vast, beautiful ocean of abundance. Now imagine you're standing in the river, holding tightly onto a huge boulder. The current is trying to take you forward, but the weight of that boulder is anchoring you in place. That boulder represents your limiting beliefs, your fears, your doubts, and your resistance. You might not even realize you're holding it. It feels so familiar, so normal, that you've become blind to it. But until you let go, you'll never reach the ocean. The first thing we need to address is your attachment to how things should happen. Think about it. How often do you try to control the exact way your desires will unfold? You say, I want abundance, but secretly, you've already decided how it should look: a specific job, a specific amount of money, a specific timeline. You say, I want love, but you've already created a checklist of what your soulmate should look like, act like, and feel like. You've limited the universe to your own narrow vision, instead of allowing it to surprise you with something far greater. Here's the truth: when you attach yourself to a specific outcome, you're actually telling the universe that you don't trust it. You're saying, I don't believe you know what's best for me, so I'm going to micromanage this process. But manifestation is not about control. It's about surrender. It's about opening your heart and saying, this or something better. So, let me ask you, where in your life are you still clinging to control? Where are you still afraid to trust? And that brings me to the second thing that blocks your manifestations: your fear of discomfort. Let's be real, growth is uncomfortable. Expansion requires you to step outside your comfort zone, to face your fears, to let go of the familiar. But so many of us resist this because we've been conditioned to seek safety above all else. We say we want abundance, but we're afraid to take the risks that abundance requires. We say we want love, but we're afraid to open our hearts and risk rejection. We say we want freedom, but we're afraid to leave the security of what we know. Here's a hard truth: your comfort zone is your prison. Every time you choose comfort over growth, you're choosing to stay where you are. You're choosing to stay small. And the universe can't give you what you're asking for if you're not willing to expand into the version of yourself that can receive it. So let me ask you, what are you still holding on to because it feels safe? And what would happen if you let it go? The final thing I want to address in this part is your relationship with your emotions. Most of us have an adversarial relationship with our feelings. We try to avoid the negative ones at all costs, suppressing our sadness, our anger, our fear. But here's the thing: your emotions are not your enemies. They are your guides. They are the language of your soul, telling you where you're out of alignment. When you suppress your emotions, you suppress your energy. And when your energy is suppressed, your manifestations cannot flow. So instead of running from your feelings, I invite you to sit with them. Feel them fully. Ask them what they're trying to tell you. Because often, the very thing you're resisting is the gateway to your greatest breakthrough. Now, I want you to pause and reflect. Ask yourself, what am I still clinging to? Where am I afraid to surrender? And what emotions have I been avoiding that need to be felt? These are not easy questions, but they are the key to unlocking the next level of your journey. If part 1 was about the boulders you're holding on to, part 2 is about the currents beneath the surface, the subconscious beliefs, energies and patterns that quietly sabotage your manifestations without you even realizing it. Let's start with one of the most powerful saboteurs, your belief in unworthiness. I want you to think about this deeply. Do you truly believe you deserve what you're asking for? Not on a surface level, but deep in the core of your being. Because if there's even a tiny part of you that feels unworthy, if there's even a tiny voice in your head saying, I'm not good enough, or I don't deserve this, that energy will block your manifestations like a wall of steel. This belief in unworthiness often comes from childhood. Maybe you were told you had to earn love through achievement. Maybe you were taught that abundance is selfish, or that wanting more makes you greedy. These beliefs become programs that run in the background of your mind, influencing every decision you make. And until you consciously rewrite them, they will continue to control your life. So how do you rewrite them? It starts with awareness. Pay attention to your self-talk. What do you say to yourself when no one is listening? What stories do you tell yourself about why you can't have what you want? Once you've identified these stories, challenge them. Ask yourself, is this really true? And who would I be without this belief? The second saboteur we need to address is your energetic environment. Everything in the universe is energy, including you. And the energy you surround yourself with has a profound impact on your ability to manifest. If you're constantly surrounded by negativity, whether it's from toxic relationships, draining environments, or even the media you consume, that energy will weigh you down like an anchor. Take a moment to evaluate your environment. Are the people in your life lifting you up or pulling you down? Is your home a sanctuary of peace or a source of stress? Even the shows you watch and the music you listen to are affecting your vibration. So let me ask you, what energy are you allowing into your life? And what needs to change for you to align with the energy of your desires? Finally, let's talk about patterns of self-sabotage. These are the behaviors you engage in, often unconsciously, that keep you stuck in a loop of lack and limitation. Maybe you procrastinate on taking action toward your goals. Maybe you overthink every decision until the opportunity passes. Maybe you sabotage relationships because deep down, you're afraid of intimacy. The key to breaking these patterns is not willpower, it's awareness. Pay attention to the moments when you feel resistance or fear. Instead of pushing through or avoiding it, ask yourself, what am I really afraid of? And what would happen if I faced this fear head on? If the first two parts were about uncovering and releasing what blocks your manifestations, this part is about stepping into alignment, becoming the person who effortlessly attracts what they desire. Because the truth is, manifestation isn't about chasing, forcing, or even doing. It's about being. It's about embodying the energy of what you want so fully that it has no choice but to show up in your reality. So let's begin with the most fundamental question: who are you being right now? Are you being the version of yourself who already has what you desire? Or are you being the version of yourself who is still waiting, doubting, and hoping? Here's the secret: you cannot manifest from a state of lack. You must embody the energy of already having it right here, right now. Let me give you an example. Imagine you're trying to manifest financial abundance. If you wake up every day feeling anxious about money, checking your bank account constantly, and telling yourself, "I can't afford this," you are reinforcing the vibration of lack. On the other hand, if you wake up with gratitude for the abundance that's already present in your life, even if it's just a few dollars, you begin to shift into the vibration of wealth. And when you're in that vibration, the universe responds by giving you more to be grateful for. But how do you embody what you don't yet have? The answer is simple but powerful: act as if. Act as if you are already abundant. Act as if you are already loved. Act as if your dreams have already come true. This doesn't mean spending money you don't have or pretending to be someone you're not. It means aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the version of yourself who already has what you desire. Let's take this deeper. Ask yourself, how would I think, feel, and act if my manifestation were already here? Would you be stressed and worried, or would you feel joyful and at peace? Would you play small and hide your gifts, or would you step boldly into your power? Whatever that version of you looks like, start being them now. Now, let's talk about the power of gratitude. Gratitude is one of the highest vibrational states you can be in, and it is a magnet for miracles. When you focus on what you're grateful for, you align yourself with the energy of abundance. And when you're in that energy, the universe will naturally bring you more to be grateful for. But here's the trick: don't just be grateful for what you already have. Be grateful for what you're manifesting, even before it shows up. This is one of the most powerful shifts you can make. When you thank the universe in advance for your desires, you're sending a clear message: I trust that this is already mine. And that trust is what allows it to flow into your life. So, every morning, take a few moments to practice gratitude. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and say, "Thank you for the abundance, love, and opportunities that are flowing into my life. Thank you for making my dreams a reality. Thank you for always guiding me toward my highest good." Feel the gratitude in your heart, as if it's already done. But alignment isn't just about your mindset, it's also about your actions. This is where so many people get stuck. They think that manifestation is all about visualizing and waiting for the universe to deliver. But the truth is, manifestation is a co-creative process. The universe will open doors for you, but you have to walk through them. You have to take inspired action. So let me ask you, are you taking action toward your dreams, or are you waiting for them to come to you? And when you take action, are you doing it from a place of fear or a place of trust? Because the energy behind your actions is just as important as the actions themselves. Here's a practical exercise every day. Ask yourself, what is one small step I can take toward my desires today? It doesn't have to be big or dramatic. It could be making a phone call, sending an email, or even just brainstorming ideas. The key is to take action consistently while staying aligned with the energy of trust and abundance. Now, let's address one of the most overlooked aspects of manifestation: letting go. I know this sounds counterintuitive. You've been told to focus on your desires, to visualize them, to hold space for them. And that's all true. But there's a fine line between focusing on your desires and clinging to them. When you cling, you're coming from a place of attachment and fear. You're saying, I need this to happen in order to be happy. And that energy of neediness creates resistance. Letting go doesn't mean giving up on your dreams. It means releasing the attachment to how and when they'll show up. It means trusting that the universe knows what's best for you and will deliver it in perfect timing. It means surrendering the how and focusing instead on the why. Why do you want this manifestation? How will it make you feel? Focus on that feeling and let the universe handle the rest. And here's the final piece of the puzzle: faith. Faith is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's the unwavering belief that what you desire is already on its way, even when there's no evidence yet. It's trusting the process, even when it feels like nothing is happening. It's knowing, deep in your soul, that the universe is always working in your favor. But faith isn't something you just have. It's something you cultivate. So how do you cultivate faith? By looking for evidence of the universe's support in your life. By celebrating the small wins, the synchronicities, the signs that you're on the right path. By reminding yourself of all the times in the past when things worked out, even when you couldn't see how they would. So as we close this journey, I want you to reflect on this. Who do I need to become to align with my desires? What beliefs, emotions, and actions do I need to embody? And am I willing to trust the process, even when it feels uncertain? You are more powerful than you realize. You are a divine creator, and the universe is always conspiring in your favor. But the key to unlocking that power lies within you, within your ability to let go of what no longer serves you, to align with the energy of your desires, and to trust that everything is unfolding perfectly. Now, take a moment to breathe that in. Feel it, and know that you are already on the path to becoming a magnet for miracles. You've got this. Let the universe surprise you.